So friends, in the last two videos we have studied about the heat treatment for the bulk workpiece or the whole workpiece, like annealing, then normalizing, then hardening, then tempering. But in this video we will study about the surface heat treatment of the material or the workpiece. So the surface heat treatment process is also called the case. So let's begin with this video and study about the various techniques of case hardening, which are carburizing, cyaniding and nitriding. So let's begin with this video. So case hardening basically is a surface hardening process to resist wear. Okay friends, so basically this is carried out to provide resistance to wear to the metal. So basically what happens in this, the chemical composition of the surface layer is being altered during the treatment by addition of carbon, nitrogen or both onto the surface. So this addition can be carried out in three processes. One is carburizing, cyaniding and nitriding. So let's see these processes one by one. So first process is carburizing. So this carburizing process is of adding carbon to the surface, and this produces hard surface on the steel. So what basically this process is, it consists of heating the composite steel to critical temperature in the presence of carbonaceous material. So critical temperature is A3 and A1, as I have already told you, for the hypoelectric steel and hyperelectric steels. The carbonaceous material can be wood, charcoal, okay, for increasing the concentration of carbon monoxide to improve the rate of carburizing. The carbon enters the metal to form the solid solution with the iron and converts the outer surface into high carbon case. As you know that as the percentage of carbon increases, then the hardness of the material also increases. So what we are doing over here, we are just increasing the percentage of the carbon only on the surface, not in the bulk or between or homogeneously throughout the workpiece. We are doing it just on the surface. So if we can increase the percentage of carbon on the surface, then that will have harder surface and more strength. So this addition of carbonaceous or increasing the concentration of carbon can be done in three ways. One is by packed carburizing, other is gas carburizing, and third one is liquid carburizing. So let's see one by one these processes of adding or increasing the concentration of carbon monoxide onto the surface layer. So for packed carburizing, the parts which are to be the parts of which the surface is to be hardened are packed with high carbon material, okay, such as carbon powders, and then they are heated to around 900 degrees Celsius, and they are kept at this temperature for 12 to 72 hours. So this is one of the method of carburizing. Then in the second method, what we do, the process is almost the same, but instead of using these carbon powders, we directly provide this carbon monoxide gas. Okay, so okay friends, so this basically, instead of this carbon powder, this carbon monoxide gas is directly provided to the heated furnace. Over there the reduction reaction takes place, and that deposition of carbon takes place at the surface. And in the liquid carburizing, the steel parts are immersed in the molten carbon rich bath. This bath is basically this cyanide. In this bath, mainly the main component is the cyanide. Okay friends, so in liquid carburizing, this cyanide, the component or the steel parts are immersed in molten bath, which are rich in carbon, mostly this cyanide. So these are the three ways by which carburization is carried out to harden the surface of the steel or steel parts or surface of the steel parts. Now second is the cyaniding process. So in this case, the low carbon or the medium carbon steels are heated at about this transformation temperature of 800 to 900 degrees Celsius in molten salt bath which contains cyanide. Okay friends, then after that quenching is done in water or oil bath. So basically this process produces hard surface. What happens in this process is this both carbon this absorption of both carbon and nitrogen takes place at the surface. So this cyaniding process basically changes the hardness of the material, and this hardness is actually takes place uh, gradually. Means that if this is the surface of the earth, and this is if this is the thickness of the surface which is hardened, then this part will be much more hard as compared to this, and this part will be will have more hardness than as compared to this. So basically if we move towards the core of the core of the steel part, then the hardness will decrease. Okay friends, so this hardness actually takes place gradually with bright finish. This also provides wear resistance property to the material. Then the third way of case hardening is nitriding. So basically in this process nitrogen is diffused into the surface of the steel which is being treated. The reaction of nitrogen with the steel causes formation of very hard iron and alloy nitrogen compound. The resulting nitride case is harder than tool steels, as we have as we have already studied about the tool steels in the hardening process or hardening heat treatment process. So the main advantage of this process is that the hardness is achieved without oil or water quenching. So basically in this there are no internal stresses developed. So basically this process of nitriding obtains high surface toughness, this hardness, then this increases wear resistance, improves fatigue life, improves corrosion resistance, and then obtains a surface that is resistant to softening effect of the heat at temperature up to nitriding temperature. So how this nitriding is carried out? So the process basically involves heating the steel in an atmosphere of ammonia at about 560 to 650 degrees Celsius. At this nitriding temperature, the ammonia dissociates into nitrogen and hydrogen. This nitrogen basically diffuses into the steel parts or surface of the steel, and this hydrogen is exhausted or removed. So this is how nitriding process is carried out. The temperature at which it is carried out is 560 to 650 degrees Celsius. So that was how this case hardening is done. Now there are other methods also for doing the surface treatment, and one of the process is by diffusion coating. So this coating process is used to change the surface composition of the metallic material. So this surface composition can be changed either by alloying or okay friends, and either by alloying, and this is done by doing exposure to the gas or the liquid metal for the diffusion purpose into the base metal. So this diffusion coating on the surface is done by heating and holding the steel parts in direct contact with aluminium, chromium, silicon, barium, and other elements, which imparts high heat resistance, corrosion, and wear resistance. So basically this is the alloying process of the surface, only surface. The diffusion coating provides superior oxidation, corrosion, and erosion resistance to base metal up to 1150 degrees Celsius. Then the other process is precipitation process, or precipitation hardening, or the age hardening. So the process increases the hardness of an alloy by a relatively low heat treatment, low temperature heat treatment. So basically the main difference or the main advantage of this process is that the heat treatment process is carried out at low temperature. So what happens at low temperature, the components or the faces of the alloys, they get precipitated out of the from the supersaturated solid solution. Okay friends, that is why this is called precipitation hardening. Precipitation hardening is also called age hardening. In this uh, this is actually a heat treatment technique which is used to strengthen malleable materials, okay, which includes this structural alloys of aluminum, magnesium, titanium, and some stainless steel. So basically this is carried out on malleable materials for strengthening malleable materials like these alloys of aluminum, magnesium, and titanium. Precipitation hardening is caused by precipitation of constituents from the supersaturated solid solutions by heating to some elevated temperature, that we have already told. The main advantage of this process is that this heat treatment process is carried out at low temperature. So thank you friends, hope you have learned something from this video. Till then, take care, have fun.